Hey everybody, it is me, John Ward, and it is me, Donald Wills, and we are back for another film discussion. And thank you everybody for being here. Thank you, Donald. I know it is a little chilly where you are. It is freezing where I am. It's like 74 degrees here, and I'm freezing. So
74 degrees, man. I would kill to have 74 degrees right now.
Please don't be a wimp. God.
Oh,
what's a little snow?
a little snow. I sent you the picture, man.
But at least you were able to watch all of these wonderful Stallone movies, and I know you have yours right next to you, and I got mine right here.
I got it. Same copy.
And the thing that makes me mad is this is the one that has its own disc. The other two don't. It's a flip disc, which is annoying.
Flipper discs.
I was out with OGP. We were at Zia Records, and I was going through their bargain bin, and this came up for, I don't know, $4 or $5, whatever it was. I'm like, oh, I must have this. I must have this. So I've already seen Avenging Angelo decades ago. I was at a screening for ICU when it was called Detox. And I've never seen Shade until now, which I could swear had a picture right up there, that blank spot of Burt Reynolds. I could swear he was in this, and he's not.
You know, I have to say, I thought I'd seen Burt Reynolds' name on there at one point. See? And I was like, and then I looked at him like, did I just imagine that?
Like, yeah, like the Mandela effect. And it's just like, I could swear, like, yeah, that he was in the movie, that his name was here, that his picture was up on top, and it's just not. He's not in this at all, which is really weird. But it's weird that you would think the same thing. So
the Mandela effect, man. Mandela effect.
So maybe this movie is what it is. It lies, it cheats, it steals your deal. It's our deal, apparently, because we're thinking something that isn't correct. So
no Burt Reynolds there, man.
No. Oh, this has a hand grenade in it. Why is that? Triple feature, and it's got, like, I don't know, some weird kind of bird in there, maybe like an eagle, but there's a hand grenade in there.
Yeah.
Is that because it's saying these films are bombs?
Possible.
Yeah. So, all right. So last month we did these 4 movies, which I called The Good Stallone.
Yeah.
Yep. And what's nice about all of these, I think, am I wrong? Yeah, I'm totally wrong. They're all the flip disc, so which is annoying. At least Avenging Angelo is on its own disc. I guess I can make that.
Avenging Angelo didn't deserve a freaking its own disc. Oh, okay. Can I gripe about this for a minute? Just 1 minute.
Well, which one would you prefer?
I would prefer this one, even though I hate the flipper discs.
So even if you were on a desert island, I got to see which one is correct. Okay, there we go. You would pick this one if you were stuck.
Oh, I would pick this one hands down.
At some point, watching these over and over again with your 5 years on a desert island, would you finally be going, God, I wish I could watch Avenging Angelo?
No. I'll take Tango and Cash and The Specialist and Demolition Man and Over the Top any day.
Okay, all right. So now, what is your thing here? What do you want to?
Okay.
What do you have to say?
So you know how most of the time, I watch these on my PlayStation 5, and I have the setting to always have the closed caption on if it's available. Avenging Angelo had no closed captions, not even subtitles.
No, and I yeah.
I watched Shade first by accident because I thought I was putting on this one. I was going to try to watch them, and
I
they
did the
kind of
same thing.
flipped it. Because if you look at the actual thing, it says side B is Shade, side A is ICU. So I usually the side that has the label is side A, but evidently not. Because if you look
Yeah,
at the
so
back
this is
there, there's no side A or B or anything like that.
well, normally this side is printed and this side isn't, but
Yeah.
this is incorrect. So if you read it, it says side A, which would be this side with the
Mm-hmm.
with the sticker, is ICU. Side B is Shade. Okay, so I put it in like this,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, a trailer comes up for ICU. I'm like, that's stupid. Why would you put a trailer for the movie on the movie that we're watching? And
Mm-hmm.
then it goes into Shade. And I'm like, okay. So then I flipped it, and then there's ICU. So yeah, the disc is wrong, and even how they have
Yeah.
it listed on here is wrong.
Yeah.
So it tells
Okay.
you how much they
So
give a shit.
let me finish my gripe. No subtitles, no nothing.
Right.
Shade, which is the next one I watched because I was like, I didn't feel like getting back up to flip them. I was like, oh, I'll just watch Shade next.
Just leave it.
I got comfortable, man. But we no subtitles, no. I guess the only subtitles you have is French.
Yes, I saw. Yeah, yeah.
So then, ICU's the same way, but at least, but I had closed captions. This is the only one I had closed captions on.
Well, and you could relate to it because ICU is all in the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at least you got that too.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my only gripe about this. Now I can tell you, Avenging Angelo really could have used some subtitles because there were some times I was like, keep in mind, I watch these things with my headphones on. So I'm here, it's going directly into my ear holes. I couldn't even understand. Now, okay, we'll get into that when we get to the movie, but I can kind of understand with some aspects of this movie.
Yeah, this is, well, I noticed this yesterday. So all of these movies are from the same studio. It's all First Look Studios.
Yeah, First Look Studios, yeah.
So that's why they're all on the same thing together, why they're all on the same like collection.
Yeah.
This whole thing came out, I guess, in 2010. My God, we watched 295 minutes of this. And Avenging Angelo is 2002, yeah. ICU is 2002, and Shade is 2004. So
I will have to give them credit, man. At least they kept them. At least they put them in chronological order.
Yeah, just not on the disc.
No,
the pictures are correct. Yeah, they're all rated R, and they all run about the same running time. So they're all like Avenging Angelo is 98 minutes, ICU is 96, and Shade is 101. They're all action. And for the most part, they all have the same warning, like some language and sexual content, some language / gore. I'm sorry, some strong violence / gore and language. And then language, violence, and sexuality / nudity. So they're, yeah, I don't know. Maybe these are some sort of requirements for First Look Studios. At least they're all widescreen. I give them that because sometimes these things pop up in their full frame. But
or you get the movie and it's only like a box in the middle of the screen.
I hate that. I absolutely hate that.
I think okay, that might be the only knock I have about the original is Tango and Cash did that. All
Yeah,
the
and
other movies were fine. I'm not sure about Demolition Man because I watched that digitally. But these two were the bottom two were full screen. But Tango and Cash was like a box in the middle.
well, full screen that it's wide, but it takes up the screen.
Well,
It's not.
no. It was literally like a box in the middle of the screen. Like you could see bars on the sides, bars on the top.
Right.
It was bad.
Yeah. That's what I'm. Yeah, so they're all widescreen except Tango was like this little box thing.
Yeah,
the other ones were
yeah.
the regular widescreen.
Yeah,
like the rectangles.
Yeah.
So it's and it's really weird of the people who directed these. I've never even heard of. So let's get into Avenging Angelo. So action superstar Sylvester Stallone stars as Frankie Del Ano as a tough as nails. I like when I add my own words. A tough as nails bodyguard protecting a slain mafia kingpin's daughter, Madeline Stone, from being the next hit. And this is directed by Martin Burke, who I've never heard of.
Me neither.
The only other good thing in this is that it does have Anthony Quinn. The costumes are by Denise Cronenberg, who's David Cronenberg's daughter. I'm sorry, I like adding my own words, wife. Music is by Bill Conti, which is really good because he did like the Rocky movies and stuff.
Yeah.
So you can definitely tell that Stallone was an influence on this. One of the executive producers is Andrew Stevens, who's an actor and a producer. Whenever I see his name on something, I go, oh, good. And then, but this ended up not being an good. I don't think it doesn't say it's based on a book or anything. So, so what was your overall? I have a story about this. So what is your overall take on Avenging Angelo?
All right. Well, out of all three of these, this is the one I hated. I think a lot of it was me being partially deaf. I depend on the subtitles, so that really threw me off, and no closed captions. If you're not gonna put subtitles, at least put closed captions, people. It's not that freaking hard. Anyway.
Sure.
I don't know, man. It was like at first I didn't know about what was his name? Hold on. Where's his name? Anthony Quinn. I didn't know. I guess at the time he was dealing with throat cancer.
Yeah, I think this was his last movie.
Yeah, this was his last movie because at the very end date. Yeah, well, at first, before I knew this information, because I watched it once and I fell asleep about the hour mark, and because it was just so boring to me. But then after that, I was like, oh, okay, that's why he was having a little hard time speaking because I'm like, okay, I can forgive him for that. You know what I mean? At least he showed up and tried. You know what I mean? So sure. I will give him credit. I mean, his part was good. You know, regardless, you know, even though he had the issue he had, which that's not his fault whatsoever. So I can't put the blame on him for that. But yeah, the rest of this movie, I don't know, man. It just felt like Sylvester Stallone was like the only good thing about the movie. I don't know.
I don't think he really phones in any of his movies. I think that he does try. So that's Anthony Quinn for people who don't know. So yeah, and he was. I do have another one which I don't know how this is going to look because this thing was like a tiny picture. So let's see how this looks. But this is on all of these. I had a hard time finding decent pictures. but this is okay. It comes out okay. So that's obviously a behind the scenes with Stallone
Mm-hmm.
and Anthony Quinn. They're having a good time there. So that's
Yeah.
you can, I appreciate that because Stallone, I think because he is a movie fan, I
Mm-hmm.
think that he probably really liked Anthony Quinn being in the movie. It's just like, oh shit, even though I'm Sylvester Stallone, I got Anthony Quinn in my movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think, I don't know if this movie was a comedy, if it was a drama, if it was a romance. I have no
See,
idea.
that was my biggest issue with it. Watching it, I was like, keep in mind, I don't do any research when I watch a movie before I watch it. I do the research afterwards. So when I popped it in the player, I'm like, okay. I'm thinking, the only thing I know is I read the back, and nowhere does it say in this action comedy starring Sylvester Stallone as anything like that. I'm thinking it's an action movie. And then the girls keep doing stupid stuff. She gets high at one point. She's like, she falls out of her chair when the book author is reading from his newest book or latest book or whatever, and she makes a butt out of herself, and I'm like, it was cringe, man. It was just cringe.
And that's her, Madeline Stone, who I thought was
Yeah.
gorgeous in this movie. Actually, I thought that she was very hot. There was a time period in the 80s where it was almost mandatory to put in your movie a very obnoxious, stupid woman where you had, like, as an example, Commando, with Stallone, once again putting in my own words, Schwarzenegger,
Yeah.
and it was Ray Dong Chong, and they had a bunch of these, Assassination with Charles Bronson, and she would just be the loud, annoying, I'm not going to listen to you. So the movie would end in 5 minutes because I'm stupid, and I always get the hero into these really bad, circumstances that then he
Yeah.
has to get himself out of, and
Mm-hmm.
it was always like that. They did that to a degree with like stuff like Something Wild, um Into the Night, After Hours, where it was the kind of magic pixie girl who would take the stuffy guy and they'd go out on an adventure, and where before his tie was tight, by the end of the movie it was just like hanging or not even on him. But they had like Assassination with Bronson. It was his wife, Jill Ireland, who was the really annoying, like she was the first lady. And all of these movies seem to have this type of person, like Madeline Stowe is playing in them. The spoiled, annoying, obnoxious, I don't have to listen to you type of person. And Charles Bronson even had another one. He had another film with this. I forget what it is, but the poster has her on it. And it gets very, very boring where it's, and I don't blame her for being like, okay, well, why should I kind of listen to you if you got my dad killed? You're supposed to be his bodyguard, and he's outside arguing a parking ticket, which the guy could, Anthony Quinn's character could probably afford. It's probably pocket change, and you leave him inside to get murdered.
Yeah.
So,
well, my biggest problem with this movie is if her character. Now, if she started out as a spoiled brat, and then all of a sudden, when she has the near death, almost getting killed by an assassination, and he comes and saves her, if she would have been like, okay, her character would have been like, okay, I need to take this serious. These people want to kill me. Maybe I need to listen to whatever his name is in the movie, Frankie, you know, I would have been like, okay, I see character growth. It's not. It's from the moment she's on screen to the last scene, she's just a spoiled brat the entire time, except for like the very end. That's the only time I've ever seen her actually like, become more of a kind of serious. And I'm like,
Right. Yeah, and
ow.
then they fall in love with each other, which of course we knew was going to happen. And here's them cooking. And it's this is a direct to video. This never played
Yeah,
in, I mean, maybe it played in a couple theaters, but
yeah,
according to Wikipedia, it says direct to video.
yeah.
But it is, well, so at the time when this came out, I worked at Blockbuster Video. I was an assistant manager.
Mhm,
And we would get in these giant, and they'd be in sections that we of movies, and they would or advertising one particular film, and we would put them, they would stick in the windows. And then when
mhm,
you're done, you just tear them down and throw them away. So at the Blockbuster I was at, we got in, and because this is the how it kind of looked, is it was this. So
okay.
that's basically what we had, that we were supposed to put up in our window.
Mhm,
And at the time, my friend Mitch and I lived together, and we would go see every bad movie. It didn't matter. It did. I mean, we were seeing every movie to begin with, but if there was a screening, we would go to it. If it was, because we were seeing movies like a year or two before they came out,
yeah,
and then we would just see everything. And if it, especially if it was a Stallone or a Schwarzenegger or whatever it was, we were
mhm,
there. So I took this, and his bedroom was right next to mine, and there was a wall separating the doors. And I took it and thumbtacked it to our wall and went to bed. This is like at 1 at night, and he went to bed earlier. And all of a sudden, I wake up to him going, "Ah, ah, what is this doing in our house? Ah," and he started freaking out, comically freaking out. And I got up to just see him like laughing and just be like, "What is this doing in here? What is this doing in here? We know this is the worst movie ever made. My God, why is this in here?" And he told me to take it down, and I left it up for about 5 days. So every time you went from the kitchen to his bedroom, he would have to see this giant Avenging Angelo, like poster or decal type of thing. And then eventually I got tired of it. And then we saw the movie, because we got the poster before the film came out.
mhm.
And I said, "Yeah, this has got to come down. I can't have this in here anymore. So this is just too horrible." So that's my little story with this. And it did not. I think the movie is better than what I remember it being, even though it's still bad. I don't
Yeah,
think it's horribly made or anything. It's just not a good movie. It's like, okay, it's directing is fine, the lighting is fine, the editing is fine, the acting is fine.
yeah.
It's like maybe it's just the story, or I don't know, but it's I just remember it, and of course I with the friends that I had at that time, I was very hyperbolic when it came to these things. So it was either great or it was horrible. There was no in between.
Yeah.
Now with this, it's still horrible, but I don't think it's as horrible as I remember it being. So this would be my second time watching it,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as by Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone type. Yeah, this is one of his worst, but not because of him though. I mean, yeah, you can kind of tell it was. I feel like the whole time he's doing it, it's kind of like a oh, I'm just here kind of for a paycheck kind of attitude. Like, I'm only here because the director wants me in this movie. That's kind of how I felt with it, with his acting. Like, it wasn't like, you know, I don't know. I don't know, man. I
He,
can't explain it. It's, eh.
I mean, I'm guessing he had something to do with this. Like I don't see him listed as a producer, but he normally is. I mean, if you're going to get Bill Conti, that's him. I mean, that's one of his main music composers. I think because he also rewrites all the scripts. You know, it's uncredited, but normally he'll get a script and rewrite it for like his character, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, the guy did win an Academy Award, but so it's hard to, what does it say? Because he had the time. There was a period in the 90s where he was hated and like nobody wanted to see his movies. And that kind of started like with like Ants, that animated movie.
Okay.
And I would say probably went down to about Spy Kids 3D Game Over. So we're looking at maybe like Get Carter, Driven, Detox or ICU, Avenging Angelo. He did an uncredited cameo.
Maybe this was the time when he was maybe starting to be liked again, but people were still a little sour from the hated era, so they're kind of like slowly trying to, you know, give him another chance, maybe.
Well, that's what it kind of looks like, because there was the Taxi 3, which is foreign. That's a French film. That's Luc Besson. And then Shade, and then Spy Kids 3D. But then right after that, 3 years later, all of a sudden, Rocky Balboa, Rambo, The Expendables, Zookeeper, he does a voice in, The Expendables 2. So so there just seemed to be that gap there where people just really didn't seem to like him very much.
Yeah.
So maybe he was just getting whatever he could. You know? Yeah. And it's do I have anything else here to show? So they did some promoting for this. So here's the different posters from different countries. Mafia
Love. Why is it the same poster? Same picture.
It's same colors too.
Looks like the same girl too.
Oh yeah, it's Madeline Stowe.
So it's her in that movie as well, or is this like the whole? All three of these are the same movie.
All four of these are the same movie.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just different posters from around the world.
Okay, so they had it under different names then, or it was like in another country it was called Mafia Love, and
but then in another country it's still called Avenging Angelo, and then another one this is maybe the fourth one down here. Maybe that is Avenging Angelo, but in a different, just done in a different language.
Okay.
So,
my bad. I was looking at it. I'm like, I thought maybe it was like 4 like different movies, but no, it's not the same movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, guys, I'm looking at this on a very tiny screen, so I'm looking at got to get my old man glasses out.
Well, and then so would you own this movie separately, like to add to your Stallone collection to put next to Rocky, Rambo?
I think I'll just keep this collection. I mean, for the most part, I'm happy with just keeping these movies on the collection. I mean, at least you get with the spine, you get to at least see what they are. You know, it's not like, that's what I kind of have against the four film favorites. Good Lord, I can't speak. It's just Sylvester Stallone. It doesn't tell you what movies are on it.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Yeah.
I mean, I wish they would. I mean, they could have just moved Sylvester Stallone collection over and just put Tango and Cash, Demolition Man, Specialist, and over the top, like maybe in small letters or something there, so at least we know what they are.
Well, they do that with all of their movies. They will either say like 4 film favorites, action collection, or it will be a person's name. So I don't think they do like the Lethal Weapons that I got. It was like the 4 film favorites Lethal Weapon collection.
Yeah,
that's what it would say on the side. But if it was just action, it would just say for film favorites drama collection or
Yeah.
comedy collection. And
Well,
yeah, I don't like that. They should put the names on the side.
Well, they actually have a 5-movie Blu-ray collection. It's like it has like I guess like a foreign thing, but it is region free, and it has 3 of these, but it also comes with Cobra, I think it's called.
Yeah, Cobra.
So and they're all on their own separate discs, so I might actually upgrade this one.
Oh wow, okay. All right.
But this one I think I'll just keep as is.
So, but what if you could get Avenging Angelo as a steelbook?
Not even the steelbook can save it, man. Not even a steelbook.
Oh, but look at that. Look, I mean, come on. Look what you would be missing out on. I mean, check it out. It's a limited edition.
I mean, if it has some DNA in there that I can clone my own Sylvester Stallone, then I'll buy it.
But look at that back. I mean, you know, look, you got that big picture of Madeline Stowe. I mean, come on. No?
Well, I'll tell you what, John. You buy it for both of us.
I mean, none of this is appealing to you. I mean,
No.
look at that. Look at that. You even get the picture inside. Look at that of Frankie there.
I think this is about as much as I care about.
I mean, look, you could even put it flat on a table. I mean, look.
I have my own disc, man.
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't need no doggone steelbook.
I think you're missing out. I mean, this is only $10 according to the sticker on here. Might be even less on the.
And maybe that's why it's only $10 because it's a crappy movie.
Oh, and that's probably all it made in the box office if it even played. So, okay. So what rating would we give this? Well, 1 to 5.
I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna do 1.
I will give it 2, only because I remember it being so much worse. Way back in the day in the 90s, it probably would have been a 1. Now I'm going to give it a 2 because I didn't hate it as much as I thought that I would. So
I mean, maybe someday down the line I might revisit this. I don't know. Well, I don't know.
I wouldn't.
See, here's my problem. Again, if this had closed captions, at least closed captions, I think it would have been. I would have been able to understand some of the stuff because some of it, like again, I have headphones in. I could barely hear what they were saying, so I'm not sure if it was an audio problem or something.
But is that the film's problem or the distribution company? So that I think it'd be the distribution company chose not to because it costs money to do closed captioning or subtitles. So if they're just like, oh well, nobody's we'll at least put this in French or Spanish. That way,
nobody's gonna like this movie anyway. So pee on it.
Oh, ouch. Okay, all right. So
I mean, that's probably what they thought. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it got put on a collection, man. Like they're trying to sell it, man. They're trying to like, oh, let's recoup from some of the losses, man. Let's put this on with 2 better movies. Maybe.
So you would still go for this over that one though. This would still be better.
Yes, okay. John, I would go that even though the spine still makes me.
I'm going to be testing you throughout this, so this is more of a test. Okay, so then we are going to be moving on then to a film that I saw. It had to be at least a good year or so before it came out, and well, I don't even know. I don't even think this came out in theaters. I don't think it did, but that would be ICU, which I'm I'm sure this also came out as the letter I, the letter C, and the letter U. Once again, I can't find anything that says that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I saw it as detox,
Okay.
and it, let's see, where is, because it's actually listed on IMDb as detox. So that would be, yeah, it says limited release, where Avenging Angelo was to direct to video.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he made two clunkers back to back. What's your take on ICU?
I mean, I actually enjoyed this movie. I thought it was. I mean, it was a thriller. It had some pretty graphics. Well, maybe not graphics. I mean, I will say the back where it says gore, I thought that was kind of misleading a little bit. 'Cause I didn't think it was as gory as they were making it out to be.
Yeah, I remember seeing this and I hated it, and then I rewatched it, and then I went, oh, this is a Sylvester Stallone slasher movie. It's probably the closest thing that we're going to get to him making a horror film.
That's I was gonna say this kind of felt like a horror movie more than anything else. So I mean, was it his best movie? No. Was it his worst movie? No. I don't know. I thought I enjoyed it for what it was.
I enjoyed it because one, it's in the snow. I love movies in the snow, and
Hmm.
it's also one location.
Yeah,
So I like how the beginning of it is a setup, and
yeah.
then and then they move to detox. But this is one of those films where how many favors did he call in? I mean, this is the only thing I could find with pictures from everybody,
Hmm.
unless I was going to take pictures of the supporting cast from other movies,
Yeah,
which I really try to avoid doing.
yeah.
But you have people like, and I'm going to click this up because I don't know everybody's name correctly. Okay. So you have people like, of course, Stallone, Charles
Uh-huh.
S. Dutton, the only
Hmm.
woman in the movie, well, second movie, or second one, because his girlfriend or wife gets killed.
Yeah.
Polly Walker is like the doctor.
Hmm.
Chris Christopherson,
Yeah.
um, a guy named Milf or Myth, um, Christopher Fluford, Jeffrey Wright, Tom Berenger, Stephen Lang, Robert Patrick, Courtney V.
Yeah.
Vance. Yeah, Dina Meyer plays like his girlfriend or wife, or
Okay.
whatever she's supposed to be in it. Rance Howard, which is he's the dad of Ron Howard and Clint Howard.
Okay.
He plays Geezer. So this film has like a ton of people in it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, so did everybody get a free paid ski trip? You're like, we got this cool location. I don't know if the inside is real, but I'm
Hmm.
guessing maybe the outside is real. And but it's like we're going to be shooting up in the snow. We got a lodge that's down the road. You guys could ski, you could build snowmen, you can, drink and eat and all this, and then we'll film, and then you can
Yeah.
go back and enjoy skiing and all that type of stuff again. Because
Yeah.
this reminds me of there's a movie called Shoot to Kill with
Hmm.
Sidney Poitier, and it also has Tom Berenger, and it is the Tom Clancy is in it. What it is that it's Sidney Poitier as a cop, and he's going out to find this killer. What
Yeah.
the filmmakers did is they hired actors who had played villains to be the cast. So
Okay.
when the killer is killing somebody, you really have no idea who it is,
Hmm.
because these guys have all played bad guys.
Okay.
And it's like, and that was great because it kept you guessing all the way to the end. I was almost wondering if they were doing the same thing with this,
Yeah.
that they basically got a lot of people who played villains, you know, Tom Berenger, of course. Then you have, of course, Robert Patrick, the T-1000. And you just had all these kind of different people in here. Stephen Lang has played a bad guy. Jeffrey Wright hasn't, but he was really good in this, I thought. I thought he was very, very weird. But of course, Charles S. Dutton, who was in Alien 3, Sean Patrick Flannery, who we know him best probably from Young Indiana Jones. Chris Christopherson, of course, is always that's always a plus in a movie. And I do like that we have the one woman in this, just in case the boyfriend drags the girlfriend to the movie. At least you can identify with one person in this movie. But it is I thought it was the closest thing that we're ever going to get to Stallone doing a slasher film. So it was much better. Oh, and it's the director who did I Know What You Did Last Summer, a slasher movie. But
Jim Gillespie.
Yeah. This compared to I Know What You Did Last Summer, there was no style. There was nothing really interesting in the directing, the editing. It really was like he was directing a play, because a lot of the times the people are sitting in a circle or they're like standing in a group. So and there's some okay shots. So there's stuff like this. And then you put the camera in the middle where that circle is, and the camera would spin, and we would look at each person. Because when we find out who the killer is, I'm like, I don't remember this guy. Was he there the whole time? And I went back, rewatched this scene because the camera looks at all of them, and I'm like, oh, okay, there he is.
Okay.
I didn't even, when he's finally revealed, I'm like, oh, it's that guy.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was wrong guessing who it was, because when I first thought it, I thought it was that guy Jack, the one that was like anything for the cops, because he was like kind of talking like, like he hated cops, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, that's I think it's him. I think it's him.
Oh,
no,
Stephen Lang, yeah, Jack.
Yeah.
I completely, because I've seen this so long ago and I disliked it and it was so forgettable that I completely forgot who the killer was. I had no idea.
Yeah.
The stupid thing is, and the killer is, and I can't even, it's not him. Okay, so it might be Christopher Ford is a British actor. Maybe it's him.
Possible. I'm not good with the names of these guys. I mean, I know like some of them, but some of them are like.
Yeah, I'm clicking on the names on Wikipedia. Most of them do have pictures, but yeah. So when we find out who my big question with this also is, how did he get up there? How did he know this? So Stallone his character ends up, and his characters, because I wanted to say Frankie, Agent Jake Malloy, accidentally kills a cop, because the serial killer, the ICU killer, has killed Dina Meyer, or Dana Meyer, however you say her name, and has she's hung, and so that he goes ballistic, Stallone, and chases after him, and then accidentally shoots a cop. So his boss sends him to this detox center, who I think is mostly for cops, and then Charles S. Dutton, who's his friend, goes up with him and stays in a cabin so he could go ice fishing.
Ice fishing, yeah.
And he finds a body under the ice, it pops up. There's a hole and the body pops up, and he finds it. And Oh, Geezer. That'd be the guy who ran that that kind of like market. So that'd
Yeah.
be Ron Howard's dad. And I guess at some point before Stallone got up there, because people I think said that they've only been up there for like a week or so, he kills Stallone's girlfriend, sets up the cop for Stallone to kill. Stallone then goes through whatever he needs to go through because he would be put up in front of a hearing. He would go.
This was he goes to the detox centers like 3 months later.
Okay. So
it wasn't like all in that 1 week. Like he killed his girlfriend, he goes to the detox, and then he kills all these people. No, it's like 3 months later.
Okay. All right. So then, but he kills the cop. All right. You're right on that. Yeah. Because maybe he had his hearing, maybe he had to go to a therapist and all that. And then they're like, okay, you need to go to this detox place. And then Charles S. Dutton decides to go up with him. So maybe the killer somehow figured out that Stallone was going to go to detox.
Yeah.
And killed the guy that he replaces, puts him in the ice, but yet nobody, like Christopher, I'm about to say Christopher Walken, Chris Christopherson, who doesn't check IDs or anything, assumes that this guy, the killer, is the person that the killer killed and put into the ice lake. So then he gets up there knowing that Stallone is going up there. That to me didn't make any sense. It just seemed to be script wise. Okay, we'll go from the cop being killed 3 months later. Killer is now in detox. Like, how did he know? Who dropped him off?
I wish they would have. That's the only thing I will say against this movie is I wish they would have showed him when they revealed the killer like how did you know where I was? Like him sitting there in the bar while they were all drinking. Like they could have panned over and seen that he was sitting there and listening to them, or he was, or when he the main cop comes to the bar and tells Stallone, "You need to go to the detox center." He's sitting in the booth next to him or something, listening. Like they could have showed like, okay, I know exactly where he's going. I know what's going on here.
Right. So I went back and I'm like, there's no way this guy would know what's going on unless he's working with somebody in the
police or something.
Yeah, who would they be going, hey, Bob, he's going to detox next week, man. You need to get up there to kill all these people and him. How would he know? So yeah, what you're saying is exactly what I thought 100%. So when I went back to watch it, I got up to the, like the TV, like maybe he's in there thinking, okay, in the first scene of them all at the table, all the cops at the table, because it's a cop bar, we don't show him. But then in the flashback, we do show him because we don't want to show him in that first scene because then people will go, oh, he was in the cop bar. So you then show a different shot of like Stallone talking. And then you see in the background, we now get the shot of the killer. Oh, he was at the cop bar. So, and he's following Stallone because apparently the killer has been targeting Stallone for a while.
Yeah.
And just, it doesn't make sense.
We really don't even get an answer of why he was targeting Stallone himself. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I think he says, yes, and it is the British guy, because I went back to take a look at the phone call that Stallone gets at the girlfriend's house. No, because he kills the cop. The killer kills one of the cops that's from the bar. So he is in the bar. We just don't see him. And then Stallone's character is at the cop's house because the cop is all tied up and he's murdered and everything. Stallone gets there's a phone call for him, which is weird that the killer would have the cop's phone number, but okay. And then Stallone's like, he's at my house. He's at my house. They arrive. The girlfriend's dead. Stallone then gets a phone call, and it's a regular, like, American accent, but it is like modulated.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess kind of like Scream.
Yeah.
And because then later, the guy has the British accent.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, wait a minute, he's British. Did you just use an American accent then? So I went back and rewatched that scene. I'm like, okay, it's modulated or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he's using like the same type of thing that Scream used.
Because when you see him answer the phone at Stallone's house, he puts like a device over the mouthpiece. And then that's when he starts talking like.
Okay, I missed that then. Okay, good. Okay, so that answers that at least. So it's okay. So then that part isn't confusing then, because I just figured, okay, maybe he's just using like a fake voice, but it doesn't. Yeah, what did you think of most of these people? Because it has a huge cast. Did you like any of the characters? Did you not like any of the characters? Were they annoying or anything?
I mean, some of them played exactly like, the one guy that I guess tried to commit suicide, but he ended up missing, and he has like his cheek.
Oh, Jeffrey Wright, yeah.
Yeah, well, his character was like, I don't think his character was meant to be like likable, so I think he did a great job with what he had to, what he was going for. Most of them, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some of them were kind of like, who's this again? Oh, there's the religious guy. Okay, which doesn't really do much of anything. Yeah, so, I mean, some of them were kind of, huh?
Are they all cops, or are they just different people that have issues?
All of them are cops except for Stallone. Stallone's an FBI guy.
Okay.
So I guess because they kept in the movie, they kept like, oh, an FBI guy who we get blessed with their presence.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Wow. The budget on this movie was $55 million. It made 6.4. Granted, this was limited release, but do they have anything up there for Avenging Angelo? So I got it right here. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, God. Budget for Avenging Angelo, $17 million. And think about that. Think about that. ICU is more or less one location. Like the first part of the movie is real world. It's all set, in the city.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the entire film is set in this one location, inside and out.
Yeah.
Avenging Angelo is like everywhere.
Yeah.
This cost $55 million, and Avenging Angelo cost $17 million. But Avenging Angelo only made 820, I'm going to say 25 million. Bomb.
So it made its budget back then, or no?
No, because it was 17 million, and it was 8 million. I'm sorry, it was 824 million.
1,000 or million?
Oh, maybe that's 1,000. Am I reading this wrong? 824. Yeah, it's got to be 1,000. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. 8,024,000. Yeah. Ooh, God, that's bad. That is bad. Yeah. So why does this cost? I guess maybe because the actors that are in it,
probably.
Jeffrey Wright, I believe, won an Academy Award. Robert Patrick is really known. The old guy that's there in the corner, he's been in like a shitload of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is his name? I don't think I know his name off the top of my head. I don't even think that there's like a picture for him. Yeah, I don't know him off the top of my head. But But what? But he's a really well-known actor, so yeah, they're I don't know, I kind of enjoyed this. I think I enjoyed it. I mean, I like all the stuff outside.
Yeah, I mean, it was very it was uniquely shot. I will give him that. Like, you know, even like the times where you see like him like doing the flashbacks of his girlfriend, even you know when she's still alive, like there's like a shower scene or whatever, right? And then like the very end where he puts the ring on the tree limb and walks away, and you kind of see like the like I don't know what you call it, like it's like the silhouette of her while he's walking away.
Yeah, some of those were okay, but I wasn't really digging how they were like blue, had like a blue tint or something to them.
Yeah,
Because I guess to tell the audience, oh, this is a flashback.
possibly.
Yeah, and on this poster it does say for the director of I Know What You Did Last Summer. I
Okay,
don't think the other one says that.
and
So
that's when it was called Detox instead of ICU.
yeah, I don't know why they would really change it. I mean, Detox is fine. I don't know.
Detox scene. I
Druggy?
mean, I guess the ICU fits more of the thriller vibe, I guess.
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs or something like that. ICU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I mean,
guess so.
and the whole time, like the killer is saying, like, hey, I knew your every step from the get go. You know, I knew like everything you were doing. So it makes sense. Like he's watching him the entire time,
Okay. All
just as
right.
far as we know.
Yeah, yeah. And it's and I don't think Stallone really I don't think he phoned anything in on this one either. I think he puts 100% into his movies, no matter what they are, including Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. I think he probably still puts in 100%, or
Mhm.
Oscar, or one of those bad movies that he's notorious for or infamous
Yeah.
for. Um, so now let me well, okay, so I found this. So there's another Stallone movie there. It's double featured with ICU. It's called Reach Me. And this has a big cast too. Well, Tom Berenger is back, Kelsey Grammer, Thomas Jane, Kara Sedgwick, and Sylvester Stallone. And it says, there is no stopping someone who will not stop at nothing. I've never heard of this movie.
Me neither.
Might be
Well,
worth checking out. Might be worth
maybe
checking out.
maybe what we'll do next for next December, January, we'll do that one and some other stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do like a double feature or something instead of doing like the 3 pack or 4 pack or whatever.
Well, so now, I mean, let me ask you then, would you then buy this movie on Steelbook?
If I found it at a Goodwill.
Okay. How much at a
Or
Goodwill would you pay for it then?
I don't know, most of the movies found at Goodwill like $2.99 or something like that.
That's a good price.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, look at that. Now available. Collectible classics, limited edition Steelbook. ICU. I mean, right?
I mean, yeah. If I found it for a decent price, I might pick it up.
Okay. Okay. All righty. So then let's look at this. What rating would you give it?
What's
One
that?
to five. What rating would you give it?
Oh,
1 to 5.
I'd give this one 3.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'd give
I
it
mean,
3.
it's not the best movie in the world, but it's definitely not the worst. I mean, I definitely enjoyed this way more than Avenging Angelo. You know, it kept me entertained from beginning to end. I didn't fall asleep like during the hour mark, so that tells you something.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So then, All right. Okay. And yeah, and I have to give this a 3 too. So let's then move on to. We will move on to Shade.
Yeah.
And is this something is this still better than ICU?
Yeah, I mean, I think I enjoyed those movies a little more than ICU.
Okay. Okay.
But
I just want to make.
I wouldn't be opposed to rewatching ICU.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. So then our next one is a movie called Shade. And I found like a little bit of a different poster for it here. So this was a limited release. And let's just look at this, but we'll just get that out of the way. Yeah, God, budget $10 million. And it was, now I'm gonna get this right. 458,000.
Oh wow.
I don't know if these movies are supposed to make money or not, but I mean, Stuart Townsend, Gabriel Byrne, Thadney Newton, Jamie Foxx, Melanie Griffith, Stallone, Hal Halbrook, which to me was the best thing in this. I love Hal Halbrook. So what are your thoughts on Shade?
I mean, I enjoyed it. Maybe not as much as ICU, but for the most part, I don't know, man. I don't think this was intended to be a Sylvester Stallone. Okay, well, it does say Sylvester Stallone triple feature, but would you really consider this a Sylvester Stallone movie?
No, he has the "and" credit, but he's in the movie a lot more than I thought he would be. With the "and" credit, I thought he'd be in it for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then that's it. He would
Yeah,
be
he's more of like the main what you would consider like the main bad guy of the movie, I guess. I mean, they're all bad, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like like you're introduced to like the big villain of the movie. He was kind of like that villain a little bit.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Let's see. Oh, this is funny because I was going to read what Shade is on the back of here, but for ICU it just says Sylvester Stallone leads an all-star cast including Tom Berenger, Training Day. That's not what I would have put him down for. Charles Dutton, A Time to Kill. That's not what I would have put him down for. Sean Patrick Flannery, The Boondock Saints. Okay, that I would put him down for. Robert Patrick, We Are Marshall. Terminator 2, maybe. Jeffrey Wright, Quantum of Solace. I get okay. And Chris Blade.
Maybe these were the movies of like around that time period, maybe?
No, maybe. I mean, I get Blade for Chris Christopherson. He's in all three of those.
Yeah.
Quantum of Solace, that's James Bond, but okay. Yeah, and there's no story.
2002.
There's nothing.
So this release must have been like, okay, so this release was a 2010 release, right. And Quantum Solace was what, 2008?
Yeah, maybe they just picked their most popular.
Possibly. So,
but I would say
or whatever big movie at around like the last 5 years or so, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but then for Shade, it's Stuart Townsend, Queen of the Damned. Okay. Gabriel Byrne, The Usual Suspects, In Treatment. Wow, you got two. Thaddeus Newton, Mission Impossible 2. Okay. Melanie Griffith, Crazy in Alabama. Okay. And Sylvester Stallone, Rambo. So he gets the "and" even in the description. Star in this stylish film where quick maneuvers and shady alliances keep you guessing until the last hand is revealed. So, but when I saw this, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. There might be one more coming. Thank you. It always comes in twos. I was really surprised. I think this is the best film on here, but I don't think I would watch it really again. I would watch ICU again, just because it's like a fun slasher movie. But this is one of those movies where I was really surprised by it. I could watch it again if somebody wanted to watch it, but it wouldn't be like, God, I really want to watch it, like kind of like a lesser known Stallone movie. Oh, let's put in Shade. I don't think I would do that.
Yeah.
Even though I like everybody in this. I mean, it's got a great cast.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the poker part of it.
Yeah.
Kind of like the sting and all that, how everybody's backstabbing everybody. So I was very surprised. I thought this was just going to be pure garbage. And, you know, everybody would be in this for like 5 minutes. Like Jamie Foxx would be in it for like 5 minutes. Like, oh yeah, how are you going to get this guy to be in this movie? He's not in the whole film.
No.
But he's
like at least half of it.
Yeah. So, but the main people in this really are Townsend, Gabriel, and Newton. And then Jamie Foxx is at the very beginning, loses all his money to those three. And then later on, it's they're said, okay, well, now they're going to be playing you know, he's known as what is it? Yeah, the Dean, who's Stallone, who's like the best.
Yeah.
And he has this kind of long going relationship with Melanie Griffith. So she pops in a little after he shows up. But this is another one of these movies where it's like kind of like ICU is, how do you get all these people? Who do you know in Hollywood to get Academy Award winning people to be in this tiny movie? Well, I guess with its budget, it's not so tiny. I mean, a Marvel movie would be bigger, but for this type of movie, that's a pretty big budget. So I'm guessing all the money probably went to the actors again.
Yeah. Well, then again, you got to remember this is 2004. So I mean, this, you know, we weren't. I mean, movies weren't costing $1 billion. No, I mean, there were some, but it was more of like a bigger investment to spend $1 billion on a movie versus like now it's like you get $1 billion, they throw like millions of dollars at a movie and it's like pure garbage.
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
So I mean, this at least I gotta give them credit for at least back, like, you know, would have been like what 20 some years ago, 20 years. Oh my god, 2004 is 12. My god, that's old. I hate it, man. I hate it.
Well, and I really wanted to find a picture of Hal Brook. So there he is, and he has like an extended cameo. So he's a great actor. He's mostly known for he did a one-man play for Mark Twain, and he was very famous for that. But he's just a great actor anyway. So even to get him in your film, I mean, that's pretty amazing.
There you go. Yeah.
So that's and then I found this like a little. I think this is a little behind the scenes. So the woman or somebody's holding. Oh no, he's holding the cigar here. And you got the woman here who's like touching up his hair. And then maybe this is, I don't know, like a makeup artist or something, because there's a towel on the other side.
Possible.
Yeah, so that's all Stallone being, you know, I'm Sylvester Stallone. I need to look good at all times.
I have my cigar.
I have my cigar. Then we have this guy here who I was also surprised about. So the guy on the right. So he even got a producer credit, which is really weird. So that's Bo Hopkins, great actor from like the 70s. He was in a ton of shit. And he's listed as an executive producer. My guess is how they got him in this movie is they made him a producer. They're like, look, we'll pay you and we'll give you an executive producer credit. Because he's kind of the guy that's above these two. And well, he's a cop, and he's like, well, you know, I get my take of this, for not busting all you guys.
Yeah.
So this is another one that just confuses me with all the people in it. It's also produced by Merv Griffin Productions. Merv Griffin is listed as a producer. Was he alive in 2004? I thought he died because he was so old, but maybe. But this was, I enjoyed this. I think it's the best made. I enjoyed, like, maybe the writer actually did research. I mean, I really don't know anything about poker, but it sounded good to me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know poker either, so I mean, as far as I know, unless they completely made stuff up on the fly, I don't know. It looked believable to me.
Yeah. I like Stallone with
Stallone. I got my cigar.
Yeah, a little. I wonder if that's because he's done that in a few movies and off screen. So I wonder if he kind of got that thing from like Schwarzenegger, because Schwarzenegger would always be there with the cigar, trying to maybe mimic him in a little bit of a way. Yeah. And then we got, that's when he's with Melanie Griffin, got the big money, or Griffith. Yeah. So I enjoyed the backstabbing. I enjoyed that everything was a setup. It was like The Sting, the movie The Sting. That from the very beginning, it was backstabbing. And then they would kind of go back to show you how the backstabbing was done. Because I had no idea, and these have been out for so long, I don't worry about spoilers, but that I had no idea like Stallone was working with Sean Patrick Flannery. I had like no idea that these guys were all connected.
Yeah.
So that I really did enjoy. And then that's him with his, because we have a scene of him as a young kid, and he uses these devices to cheat.
Yeah.
But people break in and kind of they shoot out the whole place or shoot up the whole place and stuff. So
yeah, I didn't even put 2 and 2 together until like the very end when he threw the card at him and he picks it up and it's the blood spreaded ace. I was like, oh, he's the guy from earlier. I don't know if they specified that at the beginning or not, but
the hand thing right there, because you see the young guy at the beginning, he has that device and he puts the card in, maybe puts it. So I'm like, oh, that's him. But the young version of him and the older version look nothing alike.
Yeah,
like they didn't even try to find somebody, I think, that looked like Stallone.
Oh, maybe they couldn't. Maybe they didn't have enough money to pay somebody else to Sylvester Stallone look alike.
Yeah, just get an impersonator. There you go, like a young impersonator. So anything else to say about this?
I mean, I enjoyed it for the most part. I thought the girl tying that dude up to the thing and making him selling him for selling his organs was pretty messed up.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was funny. That's the stuff I liked.
And he's like, oh, you want a safe word, eclipse. And he's like, what? What's that? I can't hear that thing with you in your mouth. And then I guess they killed him and harvested his organs.
Yeah.
Like, dang, man.
Maybe I would with that type of stuff in it. Maybe I would watch it again. I would, but maybe it wouldn't have to be somebody saying, let's watch it. I'm
not gonna lie, I kind of felt bad for the poor guy. I mean, yeah, he may have deserved it, but man.
Well, he's a toxic male, so some people would say he deserved it. Yeah. But then there's also another double feature. So Avenging Angelo is on with Shade. So you have, out of the 3, like, the worst and one of the best.
So Sylvester Stallone and some Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah. So now, with this, would you buy the steel case of this?
Do these actually exist, or did you just use AI?
No, these exist. These are real
These
things.
are
They,
existing.
they were at the beginning of the movies. Is that they're just, and then they would show the trailers and then go and buy Shade on collectible steelbook editions. And I'm like, why would you put steelbook on this? So then I looked it up and found that that there's actual pictures of them. Some, some more than others, but
Okay.
it's still, it was still there. So would you purchase that
Nah, I'm good.
steelbook? Really?
Nah, I mean, I don't know. Like, this was probably, like you said, a one-time watch. So, I mean, maybe someday, if somebody wanted to watch Shade, I'd watch it with them. But I wouldn't go out of my way to watch this movie again.
Okay. All right. Okay. Fair enough. And so what rating would you give this then?
Well, I think I would be the same as I see. Well, you know what? Yeah, I think it'd be the same as ICU. I'd give it a 3 because I thought it was good. I enjoyed it from the most part, and it definitely I didn't see the ending coming, so I will give it that much. So maybe I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll just give it a 3.
Okay. I would say it's a 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it that much. I didn't realize it was con after con after con. And I enjoyed that. Did you ever see the film Wild Things? It's got like Denise Richards, Nev Campbell, Bill Murray.
I
think
I think it's been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah, and it is a con after a con after a con, and it's and Bill Murray is the lawyer that's in it, and of course he's kind of just Bill Murray in it, so he's like more comic-y than everybody else. We get Denise Richards naked, and Nev Campbell gets pretty close, and there's maybe Woody Harrelson is in it, or Matt Dillon, somebody like that is in it too. And when I saw a screening of it, like a year before it came out, Bill Murray had no idea of what was going on. That was the funniest thing in this, is that we knew what was going on in the movie, but his character as a lawyer didn't.
Okay.
And that was hilarious. It was the best part of the movie. But I guess everybody, when they were writing down on their sheets, they probably put Bill Murray as the best thing in this. So when the movie came out again, like actual like theatrical release, my friends and I went to see it, and at the very end, they shot a scene of Bill Murray knowing what was going on. And it's like, that ruins the whole freaking thing. He's on like the beach with both girls, or one of the girls. So he was in on the con the entire time. And it just took away from the whole movie. So I give this credit for keeping me guessing throughout the entire thing. And they didn't ruin the ending by, because even somebody like Jamie Foxx, who gets his head blown off, we didn't find out later on that he was in on the whole thing. He just happened to get killed, So, that I did enjoy. So, but now, so I'm gonna ask you this question here. So, would you then buy this steelbook? Is this a better steelbook to buy? Would you actually buy these? So Sylvester Stallone anthology, Cliffhanger, Lockup, and Shade.
I mean, I guess if I can't get those other 2 movies without getting this collection, I guess I would double dip on Shade. if there was like, you know, Cliffhanger or Lockup was like out of print individually, and this is the only way you can get it to watch, then I might go with that.
But would
And
you
it's on three
buy?
DVDs, so
Yeah, I couldn't find a picture of what it looked like inside. So yeah, if it says 3 DVDs, yeah, hopefully they're all by themselves. But I mean, wouldn't you want to put this next to your steel books of Avenging Angelo, ICU, and Shade, and then you could have this right next to it
oh no, maybe.
for your
I don't know,
collection?
man. That depends.
I mean, visually, it would look really nice, wouldn't you think?
Eh,
What? What?
eh,
What?
eh,
Eh?
eh.
And what about this? In an alternate universe, what do you think about that?
Just Sylvester Stallone is Terminator instead of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, did you ever see The Last Action Hero?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when the kid goes into the Blockbuster and looks at the sign and goes, "No."
Is that where OGP gets the whole no?
Yeah, that's where it came from.
Oh, okay.
Was
I was
yeah.
wondering. I knew I'd seen that scene from somewhere, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, and that's what made me remember this is that OGP has it. I'm like, oh, I got to put this in here since we're talking about Stallone. So,
There you go.
but now I have found our next Stallone. I have found what we're going to be watching in December. This was completely by accident.
Okay.
And even though I do own one of these movies, I'll still buy this. Like you said, I'll double dip. I didn't know this existed. And maybe by accident, I can find something for next January. But
Okay.
I think this is what we should watch. I think that works. So this one is 4 film favorites action affairs. Okay. But it's Bullet in the Head, which I don't own and I do want to own. Cobra. Oh no, I have 2 of these. Cobra I do own. And that's on the Canon Golan and Globus, like Canon box set. Assassins I don't own. And Get Carter I do own. So Cobra I think is one of his best films. I love Cobra. Bullet in the Head I've only seen once. Assassins I've seen a couple times. I saw this one I did see at a sneak preview too, Assassins. And Richard Donner was there. So that was pretty cool. And Get Carter is not a good remake of the Michael Caine Get Carter. Michael Caine is in the movie, but Michael Caine's Get Carter is brilliant. It's great. But I think that's what we could do maybe for next December. And then maybe something like this could pop up. So if we consider these to be the good Stallone movies, maybe we could, and if there isn't a collection available,
I mean, we may have to rehash some old pictures, man. Because I'm running out of PNGs for Stallone, man.
Well, if you notice, I did kind of like what you did with our thumbnails. Is not one of these movies in this background is a film that we've talked about.
Well, technically, there is Tango from Tango and Cash, so we did that last
not
one.
Not in this.
Not
video.
in this one, no. But
and not in your thumbnail. So
okay.
So I kind of followed suit on those, but yeah, I mean it's I think that, or if we can't find anything for next January, maybe we pick somebody else. Maybe because like Seagal has a ton of collections. Van Damme has a ton of collections. We could do something like that and start and then have like a Seagal or something, you know, next would be January and then like December and then, you know, January again.
You can do that. But, I mean, well, let's try to stick with Stallone for next month or next December and January, and then if we run out of collections, we can move on to the next one, the next action hero or whatever.
Yeah, the only thing I was thinking maybe if we can't find anything for July is maybe pick literally the worst. Do like 3 really bad Like do Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, Oscar, and maybe like Spy Kids 3, because everybody says how horrible that one is. And that one's in 3D. Or I guess I'd watch it in 2D, but
I watched that back when I was a kid. So I mean, I don't remember Stallone in it. So, but then again, I wasn't really paying attention to see if Stallone was in it. So, might be interesting.
So let's take a quick look at. Okay, so I'm still getting to learn how to do all this stuff here. I want that one. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, so we'll go back to that. Okay, so these are the top 20 worst films starring Sylvester Stallone. Okay. So we're going to start from the bottom, work our way up, and let me know if you agree or not. Number 20, Cobra.
I have not seen Cobra, so I can't comment on that.
Okay. I think Cobra is one of his best movies, so I disagree with this. Okay. I love Cobra.
Definitely on my watch list, so...
Well, there was a movie that came out called Fair Game, and it's with Billy Baldwin and Cindy Crawford.
Okay.
It's based off a book called Fair Game. Cobra is based off a book called Fair Game. It's the same book.
Okay.
And we went to a screening of it. Came out a couple of years before the movie actually came out. Mm-hmm. And Joel Silver was there, the producer, the famous producer. And Cindy Crawford plays a lawyer, and everybody laughed at all of her scenes. Like, it was not a comedy, but everybody laughed at all of her scenes.
Okay.
And she gets naked in it. Like, any chance they can get her into a wet t-shirt or have her shirt come off when we see her boobs, it's there. And my friends and I were standing out in the hallway after the screening, and we're like, shit, that's Joel Silver. He's right there. And then running out of the theater, crying into his arms, is Cindy Crawford. Cut to the film coming out later, all that stuff is gone. All of her nudity is gone. A lot of her lawyer stuff has been cut down.
Okay.
It's just, it was a nightmare. So almost to compare Fair Game to Cobra would be interesting to do, since they're based off the same book.
Okay.
And it's the guy, say, rescuing the girl and all of that. So I don't know if it's something that we would ever do, but I just thought that was kind of interesting. That's just like, oh shit, these are the same book? Wow. But they're totally different movies.
Yeah.
So 19, Paradise Alley. Disagree.
I have not seen it.
That's the obligated Rocky movie that he had already made obligations to make Paradise Alley, which is a boxing movie. He's not the boxer.
Oh,
he's like the trainer.
I have not. I've heard of this, but I do want to watch this at some point.
It's a good film. I didn't mind it, or at least I remember it being good. I saw it as a kid. But he was going to get sued if he didn't make this movie. So, but I disagree. 19. I don't think it's one of his worst films.
Okay.
18, Over the Top.
I didn't think it was bad. I mean,
it's fun.
It's kind of I don't know. I mean, if you're going into it thinking it's an action movie, then yeah, I could see you might be getting a little disappointed. But it being more, I think it was more aimed towards like a kids movie more than, being more of a kids movie than a action movie. So
yeah, kind of like
I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it. So I disagree.
I don't think it being on the worst movies ever.
No.
Again, I could see from certain perspectives, people would be like, well, it's not an action movie. Sylvester Stallone only does action movies.
Well, it's as we talked about, it's Rocky, but with arm wrestling. So
pretty much.
Yeah. But I don't think it deserves to be on the worst. And it's another canon movie that he made. So Cobra and Over the Top are both canon, canon films. So yeah, so I disagree with that. Oscar, that's a John Landis film. That I would say is one of his worst.
I have not seen it, so I can't comment.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not good from what I remember. It also has Tim Curry in it. So, 16, Escape Plan 2, Hades.
I mean,
I thought it was the second best one. I thought the third one, where it was just the Expendables, was the worst.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would say 3 would be probably the worst, but
yeah, I don't think
I don't know.
Doesn't.
I don't think really any of them should be on the list. To be honest with you, because they were all fun in their own way.
Okay,
but I mean, and again, maybe because Sylvester Stallone really wasn't in the movie that much. Maybe that's. I mean, he was in the movie, but he wasn't like the main star.
Unlike the first
second one.
Yeah.
So like the first and the third one.
Okay. Now number 15, Assassins.
I have not seen it, so I can't comment.
I would not agree with this at all. I think it's one of his best ones. It's Stallone is the old like assassin guy, like sniper, and then Antonio Banderas is the young guy who Stallone doesn't realize is going to replace him. So he's training him unknowing what's going to be happening. And Julia Moore is in the movie, so he has to kind of save her. And then Antonio Banderas goes to kill Stallone throughout the movie. So I think it's fun. I don't know why that would even be in there. That makes no sense. No, it's one of his good films. No. Oh, why is this Inferno, the making of the Expendables? Well, it's 92 minutes. No, that was a good making of. I disagree. Did you watch that when we did
I have
Expendables?
not, but I don't. That shouldn't even count because that's not a movie. That's a documentary or a behind the scenes kind of thing.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I think that you're correct. 13, Daylight. No. It's his version of Die Hard, but in a tunnel.
I have not watched it, so I can't say.
See Daylight. It's really good. Number 12, I See You.
Again, I don't think it's terrible, but I mean, I don't know. Like I said, maybe this was during his like getting out of his funk era when everyone was not hating him as bad. Maybe that's what made it one of his worst.
Yeah,
I don't think it was that bad.
Not one of his best, but not one of his worst.
No.
Judge Dredd.
What is it called again?
Judge Dredd.
Oh man, it's been so long since I've seen that one.
I would only put it in there because of Stallone's vanity. Dredd never removes the helmet. Never.
Okay.
And when he does, his face is always in silhouette. And Stallone, of course, immediately, like 10 minutes into the movie, has to take off that helmet.
Yeah.
And because he just, I'm Sylvester Stallone, I can't be, have my face.
I need
covered.
to show my pretty face.
My pretty face. My pretty face. And then when they did Dredd had the helmet on the entire movie. So, so I could see that being on here because of that.
I mean, yeah, I still would like to watch it the whole. I've seen it the whole way through. I think I may have seen bits and pieces of it on television or something.
Visually, it's perfect. The motorcycles are perfect. The uniforms are perfect. The dystopian cities and all that are perfect. It's like, wow, you guys got this thing absolutely perfect. Like Green Hornet, that Seth Rogen Green Hornet. Everything was perfect except for Seth Rogen. So this would be everything was, and even Stallone looks like Dredd. when you see his mouth underneath the helmet, he's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
He just has to take that damn helmet off, which is so stupid.
Yeah.
It's like he never read the comic book. Rambo 3, number 10.
Rambo 3?
Yeah. The one that's in like Iraq, I think.
And I thought they would have picked like Rambo 4 or something, like the fourth Rambo movie. Because everybody hated that one. I don't know. I don't think 3 was that bad. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it was because people had their problems with it.
Yeah, when was this done? Well, I don't want to go up because I don't want to spoil it for you. So I'll check at the end because I'm surprised that it's not Rambo 5. That's the one that everybody seems to hate.
Okay, well, okay. I would agree with you. Theatrical cut. Yes. And if they would have said Rambo 4, I would have been like, theatrical cut, yes. Director's cut and the extended cut, I would disagree on.
Okay, well, let's see. Maybe one of those is still in this.
Mm-hmm.
So number 9, Ants, the animated movie, mostly a Woody Allen film.
I mean, I've seen Ants when I was younger. I thought it was okay. I don't
think it's one of the worst. And it has Sharon Stone in it, so that's him reteaming with her from The Specialist.
Yeah. Okay.
So no, I don't think Ants is horrible. I mean, A Bug's Life is better, which came out at the same time, but I know I still liked Ants. I thought it was fine. Number 8, Avenging Angelo.
Oh man. Okay, I will 100% agree on that one.
Okay, so
in my opinion, I think it should be higher.
So is it it does say action, comedy, and then crime comedy. Do any of those fit in there?
I think it was yeah, I mean, action, yeah, there were some fight scenes in there. So yeah, I could see the action. Comedy, I think they were really trying way too hard to be funny. Way too freaking hard.
Yeah, I could agree with that, sure. Okay, so then number 7, Get Carter.
I have not seen it, so I can't comment on that.
I would recommend, if we are going to do that 4 collection with like Bullet Ahead and stuff, is to watch the original Get Carter.
I was just going to suggest that, maybe so we can see, like, is it faithful? Is it not faithful? I don't know. You already know the answer to that, but we'll talk about that when we get to that.
Yeah, it's kind of like Michael Caine it's like the late 60s and 70s was the guy. He was the man. Like with The Italian Job and all these other movies that he was doing. There's a reason why he plays, Austin Powers' dad, is because he's the guy. And it's so his films then, especially Get Carter is the one that is most known. Yeah, it's almost like maybe you shouldn't watch it before you see Get the remake, or maybe you should so you can criticize Get Carter, the remake. So it's one of those movies where it's like, maybe not, or maybe watch the remake first
and then watch the original.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that may be the way to do it. Okay. Number 6, Rhinestone. Sylvester Stallone singing.
On that.
He's the singer in this one. Him and Dolly Parton sing. It's like a musical.
Okay.
And here's the weird thing. It's directed by Bob Clark, who did Black Christmas, the original Black Christmas. He also did A Christmas Story, and he did Porky's.
What an odd collection going on.
Yeah. He's one of my favorite directors. He's like in my top 20, maybe in there, of like one of my favorite directors. Sadly, he and his son, I think this was in Texas, they were driving at night and were killed by a drunk driver.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
That's
which tragic. Really, yeah. Yeah, he's the one that confirmed that the original Black Christmas is a prequel to Halloween.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that what if Michael Myers, what if the killer in Black Christmas went to was Michael Myers?
Before he donned the mask and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool deal. Hey, I have to think about that when I watch Black Christmas and Halloween.
Yeah, I think Carpenter is also. It's not like a 100% confirmation, but it's just like people.
They both kind of play like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Why
yeah,
not? Why not?
yeah, yeah. Why? Yeah, yeah. It's close enough. Why not? Number 5, The Specialist.
Okay. Why is this? Why is this like number one, like the worst?
I don't know how they're doing this because it just says the top 20 worst movies starring Sylvester Stallone.
Okay, if they're going from like number one being the worst, number 20 being like it's bad but not that bad, The Specialist should definitely not be this high. I feel like Avenging Angelo should be over The Specialist.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would watch The Specialist again. I really enjoy it.
I definitely want to rewatch The Specialist. Now thinking back on it, I'm like, yeah, it wasn't that bad. I didn't hate it that bad.
Okay.
Watching Avenging Angelo, I'm like, yeah, I'd rather watch The Specialist than this any day.
Oh fuck yeah. Number 4, Rocky 5.
I mean, I can see why, but I don't know.
I don't think no. I would say it's probably the worst Rocky.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree that's the worst Rocky, but I wouldn't. Again, if they're making number one the worst, number 20, I don't think it should be this high on the list.
No, it's still an enjoyable Rocky movie. I would watch it again, but some of it doesn't make sense. They lose all their money, which Rocky then should have killed Paulie, just murdered him and buried him in a backyard. But yet he doesn't do that. It's and then Paulie gets mad when it's brought up. But to have Stallone then, well, I'm going to have to move back to the old street, and then I'm going to have to teach in a gym, and then Adrian's going to have to go work at the pet store. None of that makes sense. None of these ex-boxers have ever done that, and so Rocky would go work in like a casino. He would go do or be in movies or something. He would do what other boxers do. He'd
do
have
commercials or something.
Yeah, like in Rocky 2, where he does all those commercials. So that's the worst thing about it. So I get why this is on the list, but I don't think it should be number 4 though.
Yeah.
Number 3, Spy Kids 3D, Game Over.
I don't remember this movie that well. I mean, I remember it being a big deal back in the day. Me being a kid, I enjoyed the Spy Kids movies. So I remember it being a big deal, but I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen it, I don't even remember. I didn't even know Sylvester Stallone was in it until we did this video. So.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, he's the bad guy, but he plays I think like 3 or 4 different characters, and I think he's just having fun because he's overacting. He's mugging the screen. He's not serious. So I think that he was just told, just have fun with it, go with it. Make each character your its own thing. I think they say like Spy Kids 2 is the best one, and this is the worst one. So, but I haven't seen them in a very long time.
Yeah, I think the last time I seen it, I was in like elementary school, so it's been a long time. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to rewatch these movies at some point.
Oh God, maybe we need to do them for film discussion. Ew. I think there's like 4 of them, 4 or 5 of them now. Okay, so number 2, Driven. which is his race car movie directed by Rennie Harlan.
What's it called
I've
again?
never seen Driven. I own it, but I have not seen it.
What's it called again?
Driven?
Driven. Okay.
Yeah, race cars.
Okay. I have not seen this either, so I
Okay.
can't.
So, what would you think would be number one? I don't know. I really didn't study this.
I mean, in my opinion, it should be Avenging Angelo at this point. But I don't know, man.
All right, let's take a look. I scrolled down these, but I don't remember what they were. So let's see. Stop or my mom will shoot.
What is
Oh,
it?
this is funny. From Stop or my mom will shoot. It's from the director of Shoot to Kill. That film that I just brought up.
I heard this was a bad movie, but I'd never seen it, so
It's from what I understand, it's the film that Schwarzenegger tricked Stallone to be in. I've heard that's true. That Schwarzenegger convinced him to be in this movie. Like maybe like Schwarzenegger was going to be in it, but he's like, oh, I don't know. Maybe this isn't for me, you know, I gotta, maybe you should do it, Sly. And then he did it, and it was considered to be one of the worst movies ever made.
He's like, oh, I was promised unlimited cigars, and I never got my cigars. Thanks, Arnold.
Thanks. So yeah, that's number one. Stop or my mom will shoot. So I have another one up here that goes from worst to best. Let's quickly go through it.
Okay.
So let's do. Oops. So I got out of that one. I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out. Nope, it's not that. What am I trying to get into here? I think it's this. There it is. Share screen. Okay. So now we want this one. Okay. So this is 20 Sylvester Stallone movies ranked from worst to best. So I thought maybe this was his worst movies, but his worst best to his worst. No, it is from worst to his best.
Okay.
So
number 20 being the worst, number 1 being the best.
So in this case, we're going to go from 20 to 1. So we'll do that. So okay. So what's on here? So the worst movie on here is one that we just talked about. Reach Me.
Okay.
Have never seen it, but now I want to. Even with Kelsey Grammer being in it, he was in a film called Money Plane that is god awful. So what is going on with you, Kelsey Grammer? Why are you just being in these awful movies? Then 19, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Wow. So Reach Me is worse than Stop or My Mom Will Shoot? Wow. Okay.
You know what we need to do, man? We need to maybe what we'll do for January. We'll take the top 4 of these, or the ones unless we've watched them. We'll go to the one down and we'll watch those ones if they're not in the collection.
Okay, so one would be Reach Me. Then the other one would be Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Okay.
And then what's 18? The Specialist. So we've seen that one. I disagree with that, but okay.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so we won't do that one. 17, the entire Escape Plan series.
The entire thing?
That's what it says. The Escape Plan series.
Wow.
All 3 movies.
Wow. I mean, I could understand maybe 2 or 3, but the entire. Dang. Okay. All right. Well.
All right. But we've seen them. Okay, so we got to skip that. So we have 2. 16. Back Trace. I've never heard of it. Never. Back Trace.
All right. Well, you know what? I better write these down because I'm going to forget.
Where is Back? I'm looking on Wikipedia for Back Trace. Okay, I'm looking in his bad times here.
Okay, what was the first one again?
Reach Me.
Reach Me.
Yeah, Reach Me.
Stop or my mom will shoot.
Then Stop. And then we're going to skip The Specialist. We're going to skip the Escape Plan series. And now we're down at Back Trace.
Back Trace.
Is this?
Okay, well, I have those written down.
So it's from 2018. He plays Detective Sykes. It was limited release. It's also with Matthew Modine.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a cop type of thing. Oh, looks like Ryan Guzman is the main name on here. Matthew Modine has an and. Directed by Brian A. Miller. I can't click on him because I guess he hasn't done enough or something.
Okay.
The film is made for $6 million, and it was 490,000 was its box office.
Oh wow.
Is there anybody? Christopher McDonald is in this.
Okay.
So he's a good thing, but I don't know anybody else that's in this. A lot of people don't even have you can't even like go over their name and get anything. So, okay. So that's, yeah. So, okay. So that's number 3. Okay. So, 15, Get Carter, but that will be on that other one for December.
Yeah.
Avenging Angelo.
That should be number 20, hands down.
Yeah, that's not. Of course, we haven't seen. What was it? Reach Me. Rhinestone. I don't know, man. Should we just kind of stick more with the action stuff? Because this is old. This is like 80s, I think, like 80s Stallone. Like I think he did something like Rocky. Like he did like Rocky that was successful, and then like I'll just make up stuff, but like Rocky was successful, First Blood was successful. So he's like, oh, okay, great. Then whatever he made after that bombed, and then he's just, which would be Rhinestone. And then he would go back and do another Rocky and Rambo to kind of get back up there again. That seemed to be his MO for a while. So I don't know. Let's see what comes after Rhinestone. I don't want to.
I'll write it down just in case, but
okay. Because it reminds me of like Honky Tonk Man, that Clint Eastwood movie where his son is also in it, Clyde, and they sing throughout the movie. And I think this is the same type of thing as Stallone is singing and Dolly Parton is singing, which is funny because Frank Stallone is the singer in the family. So I think maybe Frank Stallone got robbed here.
Maybe Frank was doing the singing. Maybe he was doing the singing part, and Sylvester Stallone was just lip syncing.
Oh, okay. Well, if we do,
it's possible. Okay, I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and say it is, but you never know.
Okay. Number 12, Driven. You can put that one down. I haven't seen it. You haven't seen it, and it's action. But we'll see what else is on here. Number 12 is Driven, so I can't say anything to that. Which is funny because this must be really bad because F1 did really well. And then you have like, what is it? Ford versus Ferrari did well. So there's all these race car movies that did really well.
Yeah.
But Driven is supposed to suck. So I wonder what went on there.
Not sure.
11 Assassins. I disagree with that, and that's on that collection.
Okay.
Rocky 2. Come on, really?
Well, this is getting like in the middle here, so this is like starting to like
from the bad, and now we're getting. So this is like the worst of the best, right?
I guess. Because I think Rocky 2 should be a little higher.
So that means this would be the like the best of the worst.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
And then this would be the worst
The
of the
worst of the
best.
best, yeah.
Okay. So then 9, Fist. I saw that in the theater. I might have seen it on television, but I really don't remember about it. It's a political movie about unions.
Okay.
I don't think it did very well in the theater, but like critically it did well.
Okay.
Copland is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that one, but I don't think that should be included.
No.
In our list though, because that's like a real
movie. I stopped after Driven, so.
Okay. Rocky Balboa, number 7. Okay, I agree with that.
Really? They put Rocky 2 below that?
So you think Rocky 2 is better than Balboa?
I would say yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a sequel to the first movie. I think
but it is just a remake of the first movie, though, more or less.
Is it? I mean, I kind of took it as a continuation because it's him just rematching a power. And he wins this time.
Stallone with always winning. You know, it's like, oh crap, well, we can't have Rocky lose, so now we have to have him win. Yeah, I don't know. I think Rocky Balboa is better, but I think Rocky 2 is still a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oops. Okay, that was 7. So 6, Death Race 2000. That is a great film. Roger Corman produced. Early, this is like right before Rocky was done. So it's like right before he hit, you know, starting off with like peak Stallone.
Okay.
Number 5, Creed 2.
Okay.
I love Creed 2. I still think it's the best out of the 3.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know, bringing back Drago is just awesome. Number 4, Ants. So on the other list, Ants is one of the worst. On this list, Ants is one of the best.
That's why I say every list is subjective.
That is very. That's 4. So 3, First Blood.
Okay, yeah, that's one of his better ones. Yeah.
Yeah, the film that Stallone was gonna burn because he hated it so much, you know, before it got released, which was good thing he didn't do that.
Yeah.
Number 2, and we've done all the Rambo movies. We've done all the Creed. So number 2 is Creed. Okay. I think I could see that. And number 1 is Rocky, the first Rocky.
Okay.
So I disagree with some of those in there.
Yeah.
But not all of them. So
no.
Okay. All right. So we got at least 3 movies if we can't find anything else. So yeah, because I don't know. I mean, if Reach Me is that bad, and I think I've seen Stop or My Mom Will Shoot once, like on VHS. I might have turned it off. Because I probably saw it with like Mitch and my other friends, and then we just ended up turning it off. And Driven I've never seen, so I don't know if Driven would even. That's why I may be thinking like, God, why wasn't Oscar on this list? Maybe Oscar would be better because that is considered to be one of his worst films. And that's a John Landis movie. Okay, well, we'll see.
What we could do is maybe pick Oscar and then pick like maybe 3 other ones or 2 other ones or whatever we want to do.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. So we're going to wrap this up. Any last words on our triple feature here with Avenging Angelo, ICU, and Shade?
I would say if you find this cheap, like maybe $5 at a thrift shop or something,
like I did,
like you did, I ended up paying $13 for this.
Oh,
thanks, John.
Sorry.
You're good, man. You're good. Hey, I mean, I don't.
So it's like $4 a movie.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Avenging Angelo is the worst, but I don't regret picking it up. I mean, I say if you find it cheap, or if you can find these streaming, definitely watch them before you buy it. But if you're a completist like we are, I guess pick it up
Especially
for
when
your
it's
Sylvester Stallone collection.
you know, we really need to somehow get these videos out to Stallone. You know, even if it's good or bad reviews, and I want to see what he thinks about these. I want to see what he thinks of our reviews, and can we get Stallone on film discussion even for 10 minutes? You know, can we have him on here talking about some of these movies? That would be a goal. Is considering this is an annual thing. You know, it's just like we really should try to get these to him to say, hey, look, we've been reviewing these movies. Some are good, some are bad. You know, it's all meant to be good fun. You know, would he be willing to come on for 5 minutes, you know, just to, you know, just to maybe say hi to everybody.
Just in case this does become a reality, John, Sylvester Stallone, if you're watching this, I did not imitate you to make fun of you. I love you, man. I'm covering my rear end, man.
My imitations were too horrible to even think it was him or Schwarzenegger. So Cameo, if he's on Cameo, we could pay him to talk about film discussion.
And we don't get paid enough for that, man. We don't get paid enough for that.
He'd be on the show.
There you go. There you go.
Just have him as the intro. And then when he's done, then we go into this. Like we do the intro music for film discussion.
Okay.
But he would technically be on the show. It could say featuring Sylvester Stallone, you know, Princey's cameo maybe. But yeah, let's okay. All right. I'm gonna look into this stuff. So, yeah, I'm kind of digging
and then we'll use it every time we do a Stallone video.
We should, yeah. Like, don't have.
I mean, if we're paying about it's probably gonna be about $300-400 to do this, so we're gonna make sure we use the sucker.
Won't be $50. I wonder if let me see. Okay, Sylvester Stallone.
We're checking live.
Cameo. Because now it's just going to do cameos in movies. Cameo video purchase, maybe? Let me see. Cameo, Sylvester Stallone, Rocky impersonator. Would that work?
I mean, depends on how much he's asking.
I mean, maybe. Oh, I don't know about this.
How much we talk about? How much? Don't keep us in suspense.
Let's see here. I don't know.
I can't really see the price, so
well, he doesn't really look like Stallone. I mean, he looks like a Goomba, and it says Sylvester Stallone, Rocky. So he imitates the person and a character. Sylvester Stallone impersonator. Only 9 videos left at this price, $75. He'll get it to us in 24 hours. He has 98 reviews, and it looks like it's at a 5, like a 5.00. Book a personal interview for $75. Book a business video for $350. So average length of the video is 1 minute and 10 seconds. Last completed video was last Monday. Oh, and to send him a message to see if he'll do it, we have to pay $5.
That's lame. That is lame. Capitalism at its worst, man.
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't look enough. I mean, anybody could do an imitation. I mean, I think Stallone and probably Schwarzenegger are 2 of the ones that people do.
I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. I I will shave the beard off, and I will do an impersonation free of charge.
You get like
I'll put on the bandana. I'll be like, hey, I'm Rambo. I'll put the cigar in my mouth and everything. I'll do the whole 9 yards.
Okay. All right. Well,
You heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first.
We may have to do that then, because he doesn't look close enough to me. He just doesn't look it. If he,
I mean, I don't look like him either, but
well, that's why it would work. Because I mean, you don't look like a Goomba like he does. I mean, you look more kind of like a biker or a Viking. So you know, so maybe you could do biker Viking Stallone.
There you go.
Yeah, that could work too. So
there you
all
go.
right. Okay, well, there we go. So we got some stuff to look forward to, stuff to work on.
All right.
Okay. Any last thoughts?
Again, if you can stream these movies, stream them. Check them out first before you decide to buy it. And if you like them or you're a completist like we are, try to find it for cheap or
very cheap. Oh, I almost forgot. So this was going to be, so I, on Jonathan Moody's channel, the Any Film Cafe, I do once a month a video called Reviews After Midnight, where I try to review really just bad movies if I can. Some I like that, you know, but they're mostly like bad stuff. And I skipped over this one because I did a Robin Hood video for a movie I absolutely hated. And so I moved to this to next month. And I thought it was important to show this since we're doing Stallone. Well, this is going to be my next Reviews After Midnight, and it stars Stallone, Frank Stallone. And it's Terror in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
So this will be, I think this was appropriate for what we were doing. So to let people know, this will be the next Reviews After Midnight over on Jonathan's channel. And it does have, and these names may not mean anything to you, but the great Cameron Mitchell and William Smith, both of those guys are like pure, like 70s, early 80s cinema. So, you know, and this is when the president's daughter is kidnapped, it's up to an ex-Marine to save her. The problem is that the terrorist leader has a lingering hatred for him, as he has been wrongfully blamed for the death of his wife and children. The action heats up as the two mortal enemies confront each other with extreme violence. I'm sold on extreme violence. Yeah. And get prepared for the special features on this: interactive menus, screen selection, and it's region free. Those are some awesome special features.
Top notch, man. Top notch, chef kiss.
Yeah.
Top notch special features.
Yeah. So that will be the last thing I will say. Maybe I'm going to guess that's not the president's daughter because she looks all sexy and hot. Well, he looks like he's in a strip bar back here. So maybe that's one of the strippers. But
what is this movie called again?
Terror in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
It's another one that I found in like the bargain bin. No, I think I found this at the Goodwill.
And this is Sylvester Stallone? Or
no, this is Frank Stallone. This is
so his brother. Okay.
Yeah, it's Stallone, Frank Stallone.
Okay, well, maybe what we should do is do like a little bonus video, a bonus movie thing for like maybe some of his movies.
Okay, yeah, and you're welcome to join me
after we're done with all the Stallone stuff, obviously.
Well, you're welcome to join me on this if you can find it maybe on YouTube or something. I would not expect for you to purchase it, but if it's on like, and if this will be next month is when I'll be recording the video. If you're interested, you know, check it out. Let me know, and then we could do the Reviews After Midnight together, and then maybe after maybe sometime down the road this year, we could do a few of Frank's movies because he does have, I think he has one called like Easy Kill, and he has a few others that, you know, they tried to make him, you know, like a Sylvester, but it just never worked.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, let me know if you're interested. So I've never seen it, so I have no idea if it's good or bad. Okay. It's probably bad, but yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you watching. Thank you, Donald, for being here again, as always. Did you know we're on number 37?
37?
Yeah.
Man.
So for number 40, we got to think of a really good film discussion.
Okay.
You know, we got to
All
do
right,
that.
I'll get the gears moving, and we'll figure something out.
Yeah, it's a couple of months down the road.
You want to tell everyone what we're doing next month, or do you want to keep it a secret?
What is that? What are we doing next month?
We're gonna do the My Bloody Valentine movies.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because next month is February. Yeah, yeah. So film discussion for February will be a comparison, the original My Bloody Valentine to the remake of My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah.
And I will be watching, hopefully you can too, the unrated version of the original, where all that footage is put back in. And then I think there's even maybe an unrated remake.
Okay.
So I'm going to watch whatever unrated.
I'll have to double check to see if I have if my original is censored or not. I got both of them at Walmart, so I might have the censored version. I'm not sure. So
I'll check mine and I'll let you know what I have, because the remake may just be rated R. I don't remember. But I know My Bloody Valentine, that DVD came out when the remake came out. I bought it the same day. And that one has the R-rated theatrical version and then the unrated, like, Canadian version where all the footage is put back in. But then you could tell because it's all grainy because it's really old. So you know exactly what footage is in there. So that's what we'll be doing next month. Yeah. So February is already planned with those two movies. So yeah. So that's, yeah. Okay, everybody. Thanks. Appreciate you being here. Donald, I hope the snow doesn't cover your whole house.
No, I shouldn't.
Okay, hopefully. Good. I love snow, but not when it covers people's homes.
I'll send some your way.
I would like that, because right now we got, look at that, nice skies out there. Nice blue skies.
Brag about it, why don't you?
That's Vegas, baby. So, all right, everybody. Thanks a lot. We appreciate it, and we will see you next month on the next video. Bye.